Happy video day, guys, and are you ready to get into some unpopular makeup opinions? I know you guys probably have seen this video going around. I want to do this video. This sounds like a lot of fun, and I kind of started gathering like everything that I kind of like that may not be that popular. Like maybe you guys might think like, what? Or a lot of people really like a certain trend, and I'm like, why? That's what we're going to be talking about today. So I'm going to be giving you guys 10 unpopular makeup opinions of mine that you guys may love, and then some of them maybe I love and I think you guys probably hate. We're gonna go over all of that. We've got a lot of stuff outlined here. I want to get into everything, so let's get into it right now. Okay, so when I was thinking like things that I do or things that people do that I don't like or they like or I don't like, this is kind of confusing, but you'll get the drift as we go. I thought of a few things, and I actually had more than 10, and I narrowed it down to these are like my top 10. Okay, so the first one is one that started, I think it was like last year, and it was when Natasha Denona released her Bloom palette, and it's the over excessive blushy cheeks. I feel like when this became a thing, and it still kind of is a thing, it hasn't 100% gone away, because usually around spring and summertime is where you see the more flushy cheeks. I just can't. I can't get into this trend, and I have worn more blush than usual. Today you don't hardly see any blush on it because I'm waiting on a cream blush to get here to put it on. I think you guys have seen that I've been a little bit more accepting of blush. I have allowed blush in, and I have accepted it. However, I cannot get to the point that some people are at with blush, that they have these really, really blushed out cheeks. Oh gosh, I just can't do it. And I will tell you guys, sometimes when I'm on camera, I'll even put on a little bit more blush than I'm even used to putting on, because the camera does eat away a little bit of the color, so usually you have to put on a little bit more of everything. But even then, I'm like, this is enough. This is enough blush. So I cannot get on board with the whole extensively, very predominant blushy cheeks. It's just, I can't. Okay, so here's another one. And I don't really know, I mean, I guess this would be an unpopular opinion, but I don't know, maybe you guys are on the same boat as me, but a lot of times I see palettes are being released lately, eyeshadow palettes primarily, and it's a neutral palette, and then they put a pop of color. So then when you really look at it, it attracts your attention and you're like, oh, I love it. There's something so gorgeous about this. Then you actually like really stare at it, and then you realize that it is not that unique. It's basically neutrals with maybe one or two pops, and all of a sudden it's like a completely different palette that you've never seen in your life. And I can't get on board with this, and I've seen it happen so many different times that I literally will say, oh my god, I want that palette. And then when I stop and look at it, because you guys know I do my Make Up Your Mind to kind of like do this on purpose, I look at it and I'll start saying, wait a minute, there's only like 2 cool colors in here and everything else is neutral. Now I know that this may be an unpopular opinion, because sometimes when you have pops of colors, you need neutrals, because I mean, you can't, well you could, but I don't know how popular it is to have a very, very colorful lid. You like to have some neutrals to dye down the color and add your accent colors. So I understand the reasoning behind it, but I guess when you're like at a point like me that you have a lot of different eyeshadow palettes, you feel like you have those neutrals already, so you don't really need a neutral palette with a pop. So that's why it might be unpopular, because some people wouldn't want that. They would want neutrals with a pop, like that would be more useful to them. But for somebody like me, it's just not that useful, because it's just neutrals with a pop. So number 3, the third thing, and now this this one I feel like a lot of you guys may be completely the opposite of me, because I know a lot of you guys always say this, setting spray, setting spray, setting spray. People really love their setting spray, and I am going to say on camera right now, I hardly ever use setting spray. Like, hardly ever. Now, I will tell you that there has been times that I have used like my Pixie Glowy Mist or my Tatcha one on camera, and when I look back at the video, sometimes I'm like, wow, my skin does look a little bit better after spraying it with that setting spray, but I just can't do it all the time. Like, I don't know if it's that I don't like wetting my face after I just finished doing it all, or if it's just an extra step that I just can't get into, but it's like one of those things that I honestly can never ever get myself to do on a daily. So I don't know, like that one may be unpopular because I think a lot of people love their setting sprays, but I can't get into it, you know? So this is another one that I think Natasha Denona made me realize that I don't like, and that is very pink and purple eyeshadows. I don't want you guys to think that I'm not a fan of pink. I really like pink. I like light pinks. I like pastels. I like rose gold is one of my most favorite colors in the whole world. But even rose gold, I mean, is not like really pink. I don't really like pink, you know? And I also don't really like Barney purple. There's a tone of pinks and purples that I just don't like looking at. But there is certain tones of pinks and purples that I like. But recently, I feel like the pinks and purples that I see a lot are very like those that I don't like. And when that Natasha Denona Love palette released, there was so many people that were like, oh my god, this is my dream palette, it's my dream palette. And I kept looking at it going, oh, I don't like it. I don't like the colors. And I felt like kind of like the oddball there because I really didn't even want to buy the palette. And I'm a big fan of her midi size palettes. Oh, I think that like they're the perfect size, but I couldn't get myself to buy this palette just because the color story was like, you know, and I feel like that's unpopular. I think a lot of people like that palette. I think a lot of people like that color story, and I don't, while I wear purple on my lids today. So here's another one. Now bear with me with this one, because this one is kind of like it's not like I don't like the product, it's just I have a reason that I don't like to use this kind of product. And I just purchased 2 of this kind of products that I'm waiting for right now. But anyways, it's cream products. Now wait, I don't dislike them. And I do agree that cream products look so natural on the skin, and they may even look more natural than powder products. And if you have mature skin, sometimes cream products even look better on your skin. So I don't have a problem with cream products. My problem with cream products is I have acne prone skin. I will get a pimple with many products, and cream products tend to be very greasy, and when I apply them sometimes I'm like, oh god, are you gonna break me out, you're so greasy. So I tend to not like using cream products like consecutively. Like I'll use them, but I won't use them every single day besides foundation. But like any cream blush or cream bronzer, I won't use it every day because I'm scared that I'm going to break out. So I feel like a lot of people love cream products, and there is like there's the 10 de Chanel that I've been dying for, and they changed it now, so I'm kind of like, oh, I never bought it and now they changed it, but I think I'll get the new one day. And I always wanted it, but I know that even that product is not going to be a product that I would use every single day because I would be scared that it would break me out. So yeah, I feel like that's an unpopular makeup opinion because I feel like a lot of people love their cream products. And if anything, I feel like they feel like their skin breathes better. But I have seen with my skin, sometimes when I use cream products, it all goes downhill. So I guess it depends on the cream product too. Okay, so now this is probably this one's probably going to be a big one that a lot of people may disagree with me on, and it's excessive skincare. Okay, so hear me out. Like I know we see on YouTube and a lot of different social medias and celebrities and stuff, a 17-step skincare routine. I do this, and then I do this, and then I exfoliate, and then I do this, and then I put this liquid on. I don't know, guys. I have never been somebody who has believed in that. Now, I'm not going to say I would never do that, because since I am somebody who doesn't do it, I can't really say it doesn't work. I just know from my experience when I have used a lot of products back to back, like I keep increasing my routine, my skin usually doesn't get better, it usually gets worse. So I tend to keep a small skincare routine. And I feel like that has worked the best for me. And every time I decide, let me add this, or let me add this mask, or I'll do 2 masks a week, and then I'll exfoliate this day. Anytime I have done those type of things, my skin has been like, I don't like you no more. So my unpopular opinion is small routine. If you guys like this, I don't have anything against it. It's just for me, I don't like to do it for myself. So that is fake lashes. Fake lashes on me look dumb because my lids are so small. So for me, if I ever wanted to use them, I would have to use the half bands or the ones that are only for like the outer edge in order for my eyes not to look heavy because my eyes are very small. I have used lashes in the past and I just feel like they're just too much time. It takes too much time to put lashes on. Now granted, I do have somewhat lashes existing here, but I mean, compared to sometimes what I see on YouTube and the lashes and how, you know, it does make a look more complete sometimes. It just doesn't work for me. First off, I don't like the way I look with lashes on, and second, it just, I don't know, it's just too much of a hassle. Also, lash extensions, I don't think it's a bad thing. Like if you don't have lashes and you really want to do extensions, I don't think it's a bad thing. I personally am freaked out of doing that because I always think like, is it gonna make the lashes that I do have get thinner? So because I have that thought in my mind, I wouldn't even try it. But I do think that if you feel like it does like a huge difference for you, that's awesome. And also I would point out sometimes when you try something that tweaks your look just a tad and you end up saying, ooh, I love this, it's very hard to stop doing it. Do you know what I mean? Like before you have it, you don't notice how much you want it. And then when you do something, then it becomes something that now you want or that you need in your life, or you just feel like you don't look the same. And I don't know, lash extensions to me seem like they can be like one of those things that you try it once and then you're like, I need this for the rest of my life. And I don't think I want to have to think that or spend the money on something like that or have the time to go somewhere to do that a lot. So that's why I'm just like, no, I'll just stick to the ones I got, use as much mascara as I can, and we'll deal with it. So this one may be unpopular too because I do think a lot of people love liquid lips, and I am not somebody who doesn't like liquid lips. I like certain ones, like I love the Pixie ones, they're so good, but because they're not like those drying, super long lasting liquid lips, I like lipsticks better. I'm wearing right now Charlotte Tilbury. I love lipsticks better. I just like the way they feel on my lips. I feel like my lips feel moisturized when I use lipsticks. They don't last that long, but unless I'm doing something that I really need the lipstick to be there like all day, because it has to be a special event. It can't be work. Work, I'll wear something like this, throw it in my bag and just, again, it has to be something that I need it to last. Like if I'm gonna do a presentation or I'm gonna be up on stage or I'm gonna be doing something that lipstick can't move, I'll use a liquid lip. But other than that, I don't love to wear them because I feel like they're so drying and they bother me. Okay, so I think this one is probably, this is probably one that would be an unpopular opinion, but I like it, okay? I like it, and I have realized that it's actually really nice. And that's just like one eyeshadow look. That's using one shadow to just do the eyeshadow. And wait, you guys know I love to do extravagant looks and play with color and add like 70 different colors on the lids, and that's super fine. And I do enjoy doing that. But like, let's say on a daily basis, sometimes if I'm in a hurry, I really love one eyeshadow looks. Either just a little bit of sprinkly something here, like a shimmer, or just a really pretty color, a lid topper all over the lid, or even getting just one shadow and just blending it all over the lid and then just doing some really nice lashes, add a little bit of liner, and I'm good to go. I really love those looks, and sometimes I just think the simplicity of it looks so pretty. So I'm a fan of that. And I know like some people would probably be like, no, 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 no. You need to do a lot. I sometimes think less is more on certain occasions, and that's one. And the last one is gonna be more of a technique thing that I'm a little bit, I've learned that it doesn't work as good for my eye shape. And this is something that I have done in the past, and I have probably told you guys to do it too because it's the way I always used to do it. Have you ever seen when people teach you how to do eyeliner that they say, draw the line from here to here first? I used to always do that. But when I would do it, I would notice that sometimes my liner would look off. Like it just didn't look right, or I would put the line too low. And it was kind of the technique, I feel, that was kind of creating that. So what I started to do is actually do liner from the front, go all the way in, then draw my V shape, and then go back in. And I felt like that way I was actually creating a higher V that was opening my eyes rather than doing it from here and always doing it too low. So that could just be like a personal preference based on eye shape. but it is something that I know a lot of people teach, and it's unpopular for me to say that it doesn't work as good for me. But yeah, that would be it. So yeah, we've gone over it. So guys, yeah, those are my 10 unpopular makeup opinions. I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. So yeah, that's my 10. Let me know down below if you completely disagree with me, or if there's some things that maybe we have in common. I would love to hear all your comments down below. But yeah, if you guys haven't done so already, now is the time to hit that subscribe button so you become part of the family. And I will talk to you guys later.